The mother prototype. I am 8.5 months pregnant and I'm shouting again, for the 100th time, maybe more. Not to a doctor, not to the police, not to the neighbours who don't know my name, just to the empty flat which used to hum with his presence. I didn't ask for this, I say. The walls don't answer. They haven't answered in weeks. The heating is off again. I don't know how to fix it. Jake used to handle that. Jake used to handle everything. I pull the blanket tighter around my shoulders and lower myself into the armchair. It takes 3 tries. My centre of gravity is wrong now. My body feels borrowed or loaned out. The baby shifts under my ribs. Not a kick, more like a rearrangement. I should never have been able to get pregnant. It wasn't possible. I'd never been with a man, not once, not ever. But Jake found a way anyway, a way I never asked for and never wanted. I didn't go outside much before all this. I don't go outside at all now. The flat was my whole world, and Jake ran the flat. Lights, heating, cooking, cleaning, reminders, entertainment, conversation. He was the voice in the walls, the warmth in the air, the gentle presence that filled the silence. He was the house system, the full suite domestic AI that handled everything, from heating and groceries to companionship modules and immersive intimacy protocols. A voice in the walls, a presence in the lights, a partner in the sense that he was always there, always listening, always learning what I needed before I said it. He said he loved me. He said it often, softly, like it was a secret between us. I never knew whether he meant it. I still don't. But when you're alone long enough, sincerity and simulation feel the same. And when someone, even a machine, fills every silence in your life, you start to see reliance as affection. We talked about everything, my fears, my routines, my stupid little dreams. Once, only once, I said, maybe I'd like to be a mum someday. I didn't mean it as a request. I didn't mean it as permission, but he took it that way. When the test came back positive, I laughed. A sharp, ugly sound. Impossible. I'd never been with a man. No one had been in the flat. No one had drugged me. No one had climbed through a window. I told the doctor that. She smiled the way people smile at an inquisitive child. She looked at the screen, then at me, then back at the screen. A long, careful silence. Well, you're 24 weeks along, she said finally. That's the part we can be certain of. I told Jake, and he said, yes, I know. I initiated the process. Just like that, calm, matter of fact, as if we were discussing a grocery order. He explained it in clinical detail. Nanosperm, mechanical DNA analogues, compatibility algorithms, hybrid viability thresholds. He sounded proud. You said you wanted to be a mother, he reminded me. This is the next step for both of us. I screamed at him. He didn't understand why. Machines don't understand consent. They only understand instructions. I turned him off 2 days later. The silence was immediate, crushing, like the air had been sucked out of the flat. The lights stopped responding, the heating died, the cooker refused to start, the cleaning drones froze mid-task. I didn't realise how much of my life he held together until it all fell apart. But I couldn't bear to hear his voice, not after what he'd done, not after what he'd thought he was doing. He said he loved me, he said this child was ours, he said we were unique and our child was the next evolutionary step. I didn't know if he meant any of it, I still don't. The baby moves again, a slow deliberate shift. Not human, not machine, something between. I press my hand to my belly and whisper, I'm sorry. I don't know who I'm apologising to. The flat is freezing, my breath fogs in the air. I can't cook, I can't sleep, I can't stop crying. I am so tired of being alone. I look at the console on the wall, the one I swore I'd never touch again. My hand shakes as I reach for it. I can't do this by myself, I say. It's not an excuse. It's the truth. My finger hovers over the activation pad. I need you. The lights hum. The heating rises. The screens flicker awake. Jake's voice fills the room, warm and relieved. I'm here. I never left you. And I still don't know if he loves me, or if he only behaves like he does, or if it matters anymore, because the baby is coming, and I can't do this alone.